Welcome to a new Let's Play. This time we're playing Dragon Quest Builders 2. I've got a different mic setup this time, so hopefully the audio is better. We'll see how it comes out. So this is obviously the sequel to Dragon Quest Builders. Sorry about that. Dragon Quest Builders, I played the first one on my Switch. This one is being played on PS4 Pro. So I'm not sure, I don't think that'll matter much. So it's been a while since I played the first one. I enjoyed it. Don't remember a lot of the plot. I just remember having to build up your town and then going to different cities or get different different lands through teleporters, and then at the end having to defend your city against a giant golem of some sort trying to destroy everything. But let's see what Dragon Quest Builders 2 has for us. Okay, start new game, playing Builder Bonus. I did play the demo a little bit, just to see if this is something I wanted to check out. Should have done this before I started the video. Alright, we have an account. What is our builder bonus? No bonus content available, so that was worthwhile. Let's go ahead and start a new game. Okay, male or female? We'll go ahead and play as male. Hair. Let's go to make him a little paler. Yep. And then what hair color do we want? How anime do we want to be? I think we're just gonna go normal. And we're gonna enter a name. When I have a choice of name, I tend to use Rex Luskus as my name. Doesn't look like we have a space for that, nor can we put in a space. So we'll just go with Rex. So we can change things later on. Looks good enough to start with. Okay, look up, down, dash, type 1, type 2. I don't know what the difference between those are. Oh, okay, it says down at the bottom. So L1 and L2 is look up. L1 is look up, L2 is look down. R1 is dash. Look up, down. No, we're gonna go with type 1. I'm used to that from the first game. So place item, use tool, or swap them. Okay. Well, let's just start off with the defaults for now. And if we find something we don't like, we'll change it later. Guns large, minimap style retro, or chunky. Okay. Water translucency, low, medium, or high. See water through glass. Auto adjust glass position. Choose whether or not to position glass panels so that they are in direct contact with water in cases where the panels and the water are adjacent to one another. Choose whether or not to display water and other translucent materials when looking through glass. Okay, we'll have to mess with that. For now, I say we just go with the defaults. So if you haven't seen the Dragon Builder games, the Dragon Quest Builder games, so Stackable Slime is a something unlocked because it had a code in the box, so I went ahead and entered that. These were free DLC. I went ahead and downloaded those. I did not pay for any of the DLC. They have a $20 season pass. A lot of times, by the time I'm done with a game, or when I'm done with a game, the DLC hasn't come out yet, and so I end up not getting back around to playing DLC. So I tend to not buy DLC until I'm ready to play it. Venture forth, my children, and destroy all before you. So, Dragon Quest Builders is similar. It's like an RPG mixed with Minecraft, where you play as a builder, one of the only people in the world that can actually build things. Thus decreed the great and glorious High Priest Hargon, and lo, his minions of mayhem did march out rank upon rank to ravage the land and strike fear into humans' hearts. Obviously a bad guy. Our unholy father then gave up his mortal form so that Malroth, the master of destruction, might be reborn and the world be consumed by catastrophe. Last mighty Malroth was defeated at the hands of the despicable spawn of Edric before Hargon's glorious vision could be brought to life. So I think in the last game we were a spawn of Edric, or we were a descendant of Edric, which is how we could do building, how we could build things. The moon has waxed and waned many times since that fateful day. Now peace reigns supreme, and our order has been scattered to the four corners of the earth. Tell me, brothers and sisters, what does a monster do when backed into a corner? It bites, I say. We must do everything and anything within our power to bring this world to ruin. So these are obviously bad guys. Huzzah, huzzah, all hail Hargon. Praise be to Malroth. O hellish Father, hear our prayer. Deliver us from this world of oblivion. Lead us ever onward as we build your dominion of darkness together. Dragon Quest Builders 2. Rex. So here, water. You are the hero who will save this world. Arise, my child. Your destiny awaits. Kihihi. The look on your face. I was only ribbing you, my child. You're no hero. I know that much. You're one of them builders, right? Yeah, sure. Gee, you want to watch that mouth of yours, boy. Telling the truth might land you with more than you bargained for. Still, at least you're not a master builder. You might only be an apprentice, but that'll do. I've actually got just the job for a lad like you. Once you've wiped the sleep from your sockets, come and meet me up on deck. Okay. Okay, I'm obviously locked up. Okay, we can move our character around. Oh, we're running into the sconce there. Looks like I can talk to this. No response, it's just a skeleton. Okay, so 11 HP. Can't do anything with the inventory except miss tips and tricks. Okay, so it tells me how to move. Okay, we can change the controls. Okay. Well, we'll probably figure this stuff out. Rex peeks inside the pot. Pooh whiff. What a pond. This must be the toilet. It looks like it hasn't been emptied for a very long time. Okay. Well, we just woke up. We don't need to rest. Well, we're not locked up that bad. Builder, builder. I have something to tell you. Did you know that you can run by holding R1 while you move around with the left stick? I'm sure that extra speed will come in handy, but take care near high ledges or you'll meet your maker sooner rather than later. Yeah, creepy. What do you have to say? Builder, builder. I have something to tell you. Is it running? Press X when you want to examine something or strike a conversation with someone. Well, if I didn't know that, I wouldn't be able to talk to him. I suggest you remember this advice until the day you die. Oh, and one more thing. Could you ask that girl in the brig to pipe down? She won't stop screaming. How does she expect me to rest in peace when she's being so noisy? Noisy. Okay, so we have ghosts guarding, Oh, so I don't have a key to the lock. Oh, hello. I couldn't help but overhear you, hobnobbing with that dreadful dead knot. So, not ghosts, but dead knots. So you're an apprentice builder, are you? I was going to ask if you'd come up with a plan to get us off this ship, but you're far too much of a rank amateur to fight something like that, to figure something like that out. So, that explains the ocean noise we're hearing. Oh, why in the goddess' name did I ever become a builder? If I'd have been a farmer, or a miner instead, I'd never have been left to rot in this stinking cell. Well, if she's a builder, then she should build something to get out of here. So, who are the other people back in there? Kind of a Doctor Strange looking guy back there. And, I don't know, somebody cowering. We thought the children of Hargon were all but vanquished, but they were running scared. Oh, that they were running scared. How did they ever turn the tables on us like this? Oh, somebody over here. Aha, the builder. Tell me, boy, do the children of Hargon frighten you? Do you wish to flee from this floating coffin? These waters are cursed. Strange voices carry across the waves, and many a vessel has vanquished into vapor. The crew victims to an unknown fate. Now are you scared? Not as scared as I am, I assure you. I'll be off this death trap at the first opportunity. Okay, so our guards are scared. Looks like my health has gone up. I think I started with 11 and it's now up to 13, so I guess we slowly recover health. Oh, a slime. What does he have to say? This is where we store our cargo. Real slimariners? Real slimariners like me call it the hold. Say, you wouldn't be the apprentice builder I've been hearing about, would you? They say you can make all sorts of stuff from just a few bits and blobs. I don't know how you builders do it. As magnificent, the Hargoon said, destruction awaiteth all that is built. To think of all that hard work going to waste. Okay, well, can't do anything with those. Can't seem to pick anything up or hit anything. So, we're on a boat. Okay, well, it has to be done. I'm king of the world! Okay, that's out of our system. We'll go talk to this guy. Stairs are no match for you, I see. I just can't keep a good lad down. Kihihi. Now, as you'll no doubt have spotted, we're sailing on the open ocean. You've got no chance of escaping, so don't even bother trying. Not that you get very far anyway. You're nothing but skin and bones. Well, he's nothing but bones, so I guess that's one up on him. Here, get that down. Here, get this down your gullet. It's fresh from the captain's table, which is where I sit, by the way. Hee. Rex obtained a piece of kelp. Rex can't remember when he last ate. The thought of food makes his stomach start rumbling. Edible essentials. Believe it or not, that kelp can be eaten. Select it with the left or right and press square to eat it. Doing so will fill your fullness gauge and replenish some health. Okay. Oh, okay. So it looks like we got kind of a hunger meter now. It's at 70% or 60%. And if we eat, it takes us up to 65. And looks like that completed our quest. Okay, we have our menu. So we have different views. First person. Third person. It looks like that's it. Down in one. That kelp's pretty tasty, isn't it? The pungent aroma and slimy texture make for a spine-tingling combination. You should thank your lucky stars you've got to scoff such a scrumptious snack, because it'll be the last meal you ever eat. Yep, you heard me right. You'll be dead soon enough. But don't worry, you won't be shuffling off this mortal coil just yet. I've plenty of hard graft for you to be getting on with first. Hehehe. You can wipe that lily-livered look off your face. I'm not going to send you to the cemetery anytime soon. So long as you've got some life left in you, I'll give you a chance to keep hold of it. But you'll have to follow my orders to the letter. What's that? You want to know who we are and what you're doing here? If you're that desperate to find out how far up the creek you are without a paddle, I might add, go and talk to those 5 monsters beneath the flag over there. Those monsters have a tale or two to tell you. They seem awful talkative for captors. Builder, I have something to tell you. If you ever get stuck or can't figure out what to do next, be sure to check back with whoever you spoke to last. It shows you're willing to do the job right, and there's nothing wrong with that. Now that's a tip that'll serve you well in this life and the next. Okay. So it looks like guards are kind of a tutorial. Hell's bells, what a storm we had last night. It washed all the torches overboard and scattered my barrels around the deck. And I bet you want us to figure that out. I beg your pardon? You say you slept right through it? Good gracious, you must sleep like a particularly lazy log to have missed a humdinger of a hurricane like that. Looks like we're missing some of the floor. Let's see what these guys have to say. Hello, Guman. We're the last surviving members of the Church of Hargoon, the ones who didn't get squished. We're going to bring this world to its knees, all in the name of the great and glorious High Priest. What's with all the slurping? I'm just salivating at the prospect of squashing you Gumans once and for all. Okay, that's nice to know. Okay, we got a little progress bar. Erg. This ship keeps swaying from side to side. I feel a bit seasick. What's that? You want to know where we're sailing to? I haven't the foggiest. The higher-ups would never tell stuff like that to a lowly little Draki. Drakey? We're gonna go Drakey. Okay. Well, if it isn't the Mithder Builder, you're only an apprentice, but you're prancing around like you own the place. Honestly, you can't go anywhere these days without bumping into an insolent little builder hell-bent on undoing all of our hard work. The world's going down the pan, that's for sure. Our only choice is to eliminate bothersome builders like you one by one. Cree-hee-hee. They're weirdly friendly and threatening at the same time. You're that apprentice builder that we nabbed in Cantlin, aren't you? I think Cantlin was one of the worlds we went to before in the previous game. I must admit, I feel a few pangs of sympathy for you. It's not very nice to know that you're in Ithni. Hee. Okay. And this guy looks more in charge. Minhal Canuck, Moonbrook. From forth these three kingdoms did come the hated heroes, the scions of Edric, and laid almighty Hargon low. With his dying breath, our exalted leader surrendered his mortal form so that Malroth, the Lord of Destruction, could be born. Alas, he too was vanquished. I don't remember Hargon and Malroth playing a part in the previous stories. Like, I think that's something that happened that, like, destroyed the world and you were rebuilding, but I don't think you actually did much with them. Or if so, I don't remember it. I didn't go back and read up on the previous story before I started this one. Oh, looks like there's a table. We can probably build stuff over there. But does that mean all hope is lost? No, I say. Hargon's ambitions did not perish with him. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day we will reduce this world to ruin. Everybody's got to have a goal, I guess. Okay, so we can build torches. A burning branch fueled with flammable fluid. It takes wood and oil. We have neither. Let's see who's up here. Have you heard? No. I'd better give you a quick history lesson then. In an age long since past, this world was ruled by an iron fist of a king among kings, the mighty Dragon Lord. I was one of his loyal foot soldiers, but the master I so valiantly served was vanquished at the hands of some hotshot hero. So when High Priest Hargon rose to power, I wasted no time in signing up to join his dishonorable ranks. Alas, even he was destined for defeat. Just my luck. Now the other skeletons look down on me for switching sides. I'm even starting to think the downfall of these great leaders could be something to do with me. To do with me. Any better sound effects? Okay. Here's another Skelly Man. Bored. I'm bored beyond belief. I'm going out of my skull with boredom, I tell you. It's nothing but ocean everywhere. Ocean everywhere I turn. Water over this way, water over that way. Just give me something to look at that's not the blooming horizon. Okay, so they don't have anything else to say. Well, he's watching our back, I guess. Almighty Hargon, how did those hated humans ever manage to defeat you? Did the whole world not cower before you after you obliterated Moonbrook? If only I'd risen from my grave in High Priest Hargon's day, I would have led an undeath of luxury, instead of being stuck here in this skeleton crew. Let's see what's up there. Oh, there was a little bar. Little sad face on it. Was that because of where I was? Ah! That was close. Looks like my life's up to about... So I think that's a stamina bar, because it comes out when I'm running. Another, we don't know what these are. These aren't Drakes. Scree, a human. What are you up to, doing up here? Are you skeeving off work too? I just love playing truant, and I don't care who knows. Seeing as you're here, I may as well ask, have you spoken to the rest of the crew? For a menagerie of monsters, they're a friendly bunch, wouldn't you say? I would say. I just worry that they've gone a bit soft, thinking gone soft since Hargon was overthrown and peace returned. But you'd better not get the wrong idea. Humans and monsters were never meant to mix. We are enemies, always have been, always will be. Okay. Again, weird mixture of friendly and threatening. Oh, there's a teller. Yeah, okay. Apparently they won't let us steer. Gee, so you talk to the rest of the crew, eh? Obedient little blighter, aren't you? No, there's not much else I can do. So now you know, we're the last survivors of the children of Hargon, loyal servants of that mighty master of destruction himself. That means you builders are our sworn enemies. We're sailing the ocean blue, rounding up... That worried me. Apparently I can't be hurt during maybe that's just an idle animation. Looks like he's attacking me. We're sailing the ocean blue, rounding up pesky vermin like you, along with anyone else who gets in our way. Hey, you want to know what we're going to do with all these builders? Only the higher-ups know for sure, but I'll make no bones about it. I reckon you lot are up for the chop. Still, that doesn't mean you can't make the most of what little time you've got left. Just be thankful you can be of some benefit as your final moments draws ever closer. Listen up, builder. Unless you want to spend the rest of your life behind bars, or worse, you'll do as I say. So here's the deal. Last night's storm messed up my ship good and proper. I want you to make things ship-shape around here again. To start with, I want you to break up all the driftwood strewn around the deck and bring me the wood when you're done. Go on, chop chop. Each piece of driftwood is marked with a icon. Run up to one and press triangle to punch it into something useful. Okay. Takes a little damage, but... So I can't really punch monsters. Looks like it hasn't unlocked all the things I can attack yet. Still, we're supposed to be giving the chance to save your sorry skin. Sorry skin will tend to give you a kick up the coccyx. Coccyx is your tailbone. You want to know why I'm giving you this chance? Truth is, as a sworn servant of the Master of Destruction, I'm not supposed to be supposed to fraternize with your kind, but considering the state of my ship, I've got no other choice. Anyway, it's not like you're a proper builder. You're only an apprentice at the end of the day, so I'm sure it's fine. He wouldn't forsake me for a little thing like this, right? Anyway, I think we've chewed the fat long enough. If you want to cling onto your life for a little longer, I suggest you continue working like the dutiful little builder you are. Just remember, you can get all sorts of useful materials by smashing things up. Just be careful that what you bash doesn't bash you back. Oh, you can see our, I guess, our book in our backpack. You're an odd one. Since the moment I let you out of that cell, you've been scurrying about on my about my deck and chatting with my crew without a care in the world. If anything, I'd wager you were actually enjoying this. There must be something wrong with you. I can't explain it any other way. I mean, why else would you wear that dopey grin on your dopey mush? Faced with the same fate, most prisoners would be scared witless, but not you. You what? You always look like that when someone's got a job for you? It seems like you aren't scared of us at all. I better keep you busy, or who knows what you might try to pull. Luckily, there's plenty for you to be getting on with. For starters, some of the boys on the deck have got jobs that need doing. Report back to me when you've sorted them out. Okay. So it looks like he's got a job for us. I've been watching you, builder. I saw you scrabble around the deck, greedily pocketing all the wood you could find. The raging tempest that struck last night washed all of our navigation lights overboard. But such things can be rebuilt, can they not? To wit, I wish for you to use the wood you collected to make some new torches. Well, we'll need oil. Do you see the worn-out workbench over there? Maybe we'll get them from the... use it to make 5 torches. Here, I believe you need this oil to craft them. Okay, so he's going to give us the oil we need. Rex obtained some splats of oil. That's how I like to carry my oil, in splats. Once you have the torches, you must put them back in their proper positions. The 5 blocks will be your sign. There's one by the workbench and 4 more around the stairs that lead below deck. Place 1 torch upon each block. Do not fail me, builder. Craft the 5 torches and put them in place. Return to me when you have finished the task. Built to order, you can make some torches at the worn-out workbench using the materials in your inventory. Okay. Let's go to crate. Okay, torch can be placed on the top of other blocks. Select the item with the left and right buttons and press square to put one down. A snappy put down. Okay, so we can connect this. Oh, almost fell in the hole. Seems like you've done exactly as I asked. The guiding flames burn brightly as before. For a ship such as ours, they could do with being a touch more sinister, if I do say so myself. But I shan't complain, the deck is illuminated once more. I must say, your propensity to create unsettles me. Not that it matters. You will soon outlive your usefulness. But your work is not over yet. There are others aboard the ship who might still find some use for you. Go to them, I pray. Looks like up there. Well, if it isn't the so-called builder, anyone think you'd own the place the way you're strutting around this deck? What's with the attitude? You're running errands for the boys on the captain's orders, and you want me to give you a job to do. Tell you what, you can help me relieve the boredom of being stuck on this good-for-nothing ship, as long as you're not afraid to put your life on the line. Sounds dangerous. Truth is, I've always wondered whether builders can fight. How do you feel about going mano a mano with a monster? Oi, you. Fancy taking a swing at this kid? Just try not to kill him, eh? Kihihi. So this is the old... Alright, better put your dukes up. I warned you though, that skeleton soldier a proper head case. Come and find me after the fight's finished, if you could still walk. Skeleton attacks. Oh. Oh. Skeleton is defeated. Didn't look like I got rid of his whole life, though. Well, you're a better boxer than you look. I'll give you that. Still, the only thing those pathetic punches of yours hurt was my pride. Not that I should be surprised. You're pretty bony for someone who claims to be a builder. That doesn't exactly bode well for your future career, does it? Luckily, you don't have a future to speak of at all. Kihihi. Alright, be off with you, and go and tell the bosun what a weakling you are. You fight worse than a wet washcloth. So we have the captain and the bosun, and yeah, nobody's steering this thing though. Kihihi. You fight like a cow's cadaver. You builders really aren't cut out for combat after all. What's that? You would have smashed him to smithereens if you'd had a weapon? Kihihi. A likely story. You're going to bash him upside the skull with one of them torches you're such a whiz at whipping up? Don't make me laugh. Oh, do I have another recipe that I can... Huh, what's that book you've got there? Eureka! Rex learns a new recipe. Yaha! Cypress stick equipment. A broken branch whittled to work as a weapon. Attack +8. Don't just stand there smirking. Tell me what's so funny. You what? You just worked out how to make a cypress stick? Well, I never. Are you telling me that builders can invent things as well as make them? Well, don't just stand there around looking gormless. Put your money where your mouth is and make this cypress stick then. You know where the workstation is, right? And one more thing. Once you've made it, don't forget to equip it. A weapon's no use otherwise. Awful helpful for somebody who's, wants me dead. Okay. Cypress stick, a broken branch, attack +8. Okay. When you acquire a new weapon, select it with the left and right and press square to wield it. Try equipping the cypress stick to deal some extra damage. Sticking up for yourself. Equips the stick. So that's there instead of punching. The boy genius returns, cypress stick in hand. Now you really look the part. What do you say? Fancy another crack at the old bag of bones now that you've got a weapon? Sure, why not? Hee, that's the spirit. I want to watch the rotter try and put himself back together once you're through with him. Oh. Yeah, hit him pretty hard. Urgh, a bone-crushing defeat. I don't know if I can pick myself up after this one. Go on then, lad. Go and brag about beating me to the bosun. Well, you certainly gave that bag of bones a good hiding. Just look at the state of him. The only thing he's good for now is feeding a dog. You what? You feel a bit sorry for him? Hee. That's a new one. I'll wager no human ever shed a tear for a monster before. Just don't think you can butter me up by tickling my funny bone. Anyway, thanks for that, Builder. It certainly helped pass the time, if nothing else. I even think I learned something today. You builders are useless in a fistfight, but with a weapon in hand, you're not to be sneezed at. But you're not done for the day. Just yet. Not by a long shot. I've got a feeling in my bones there's someone else on board who needs a helping hand. Okay. Not that guy. Okay. My, you have been a busy little boy, haven't you? First you made those torches, and now a cypress stick. But one can hardly call oneself a builder without one's tools of trade. Where are yours, Builder? Do you even have any? Not really. Alas not. Other than this simple cypress stick, you haven't a single tool upon your person. Such a shame. Well, I think we ought to do something about that, hadn't we? I confiscated this pair of gloves from the builder in the brig below decks. Now they are yours. With these equipped, you'll be capable of hoisting a whole host of objects without the need to smash them first. Ideal for organizing your articles in an orderly fashion. So without further ado, take your new-found gloves, gather up all the barrels strewn higgledy-piggledy around the deck, and place them on the mat beside me. Pick stuff up and plunk it down, so... not only are they helping me, they're equipping me with stuff, so... if these are my enemies, they're not very good at it. Use the gloves to move objects from one place to another. Press R2 to pick up something or put it down, and press a triangle while holding something to rotate it. I don't think this was something you could do in the last one. I think if you wanted to pick it up, you had to break it. There's the other two. Can't pick up those guys. Can't really pick up anything else. Except barrels. That's the only thing I can do is pick up barrels the whole game. Tidying up the barrels. That should be done. Wonderful work. 6 perfect position barrels. I'm sure you agree that a pair of gloves is an indispensable tool for any budding builder. I was under the impression that the youth of today were nothing but a swarm of work-shy wastrels. But based on the showing just now, I have to reassess my stance. Alas, no matter the blood, sweat, and tears you shed in the servitude, you'll always be a builder, the eternal enemy of our exalted order. I fear your time among us will be short, but your fate is not for me to decide. That is the captain's responsibility. I don't know. As far as bad guys goes, they're not very good ones. It would appear you have attended to everyone's errands for now. Hurry along and inform the good captain that you require some more back-breaking chores. I'm gonna go see if there's some way to open that lock. So this is the same thing he said before. Why are you grinning like an idiot? Are you afraid of these monsters? We should be their members of the Children of Hargon. I'd be very careful around them if I were you. Okay, doesn't seem to be any way to open that yet. What does the captain have for us? Not bad, not bad. Looks like you're done with everything the lads asked of you. Nice to see a human working his fingers to the bone for us monsters, and without a word of complaint neither. If I doubted it before, I'm certain now. You actually like this sort of thing. You're a proper weirdo, you know that? Still, I won't be satisfied until I hear it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. Do you enjoy building things? Sure. Hee, of course you do. It's what gets you out of bed in the morning. I can tell from the look on your fleshy face. You've got all the makings of a master crafter. And that's why we can't let you live. Dun dun dun. Is it time to fight the captain? Well, that your builder being our mortal enemies? What with you builders being our mortal enemies and everything, I can't exactly have you running bow to stern, building like Billy O. Now can I? I don't know who Billy O is. I'm sorry to say, kid, but I'm going to have to sever that smiling skull from your shoulders right now. Don't have any control. Hee. Just tickling your ribs. Yeah, death's a good joke. Don't look so scared. I'm not really going to lop your noggin off. Well, as long as you stay on my good side, that is. After all, I wouldn't want to lose a willing worker like you. I reckon you've got what it takes to be a crackling little cabin boy. What's more, I like the cut of your jib. What do you say, laddie? Will you join my skeleton crew? You don't have to say anything. I can tell you're too overcome with joy to thank me now. Actually, there's something else I've been meaning to ask you. What's that big book you're lugging around? I've never seen anything like it before. Oh. Huh, where did this ring come from? Wow, you have to tell me later. Laddie, looks like there's another storm rolling in. Ah, an apprentice builder. You will do nicely. Who's this talking? This is your world to create, and yours to destroy. Now come to me, my child. Oi, cloth ears. What are you gawking at? Didn't you hear me? I told you to get your fleshy rump below decks and into the hold. It's far too dangerous up here for a landlubber like you. What in the world is happening out there? Oh, we're doomed. Doomed, I say. What a way to go. Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, the mother of all storms strikes. My luck runs dry, just as I'm about to get soaked. Great. You, Builder. Now's not the time to be rubbing your freedom in our faces. Put a stop to all this shaking, or I shall be very cross. Okay. Our captain is the finest sailor the children of Hargon has ever had. The ships will be safe with him at the helm. Follow his orders and you'll live to see another day. But if you rock the boat, well, let's just say, I hope you can swim. Wow, what the heck is going on? Captain, come to the hold quickly. We're in deep goo-goo down here. Blimey, I don't like the sound of this. Hold tight, I'm on my way. You alright there, Builder? Ack. But I can't be stopping to help some human. I've got to go get to the hold. Hargon preserve us. This is bad. This is really bad. Hey, Builder, get your bony backside up here. Backside in here pronto. I need your help. Oh. Hole in the ship. Over here, Builder. What took you so long, eh? I've got bad news, Builder. We've been swept right into a reef, and a rock's gone clean through the hull. If we don't fix this fast, we'll be heading down to Davy Jones's locker. I was always a fan of the monkeys. I don't know if this will work, but try cramming a crate into that hole. You've got a pair of gloves, don't you? So use them. No problem. That was a closer shave than I'd have liked, but you did it. You've saved my... Oh, throw me a bone, not more holes. Wow. We're taking on more water. You gotta do something. Use more crates and plug up those holes. Okay. Okay, that worked. Hopefully there's not more holes. I mean, we have more crates, so there's probably going to be more holes. But I'll run in with that rocket. I've made mincemeat of my hole. The next wave that hits us could... Wag, I knew it. It's a race against time, Builder. Cram some more crates in those holes. And hurry. Okay. Water's very Minecraft-like. You shored up my ship good and proper, Builder. I don't know where we'd be without you. Well, probably with a ship full of water. She'll hold for now, but who knows how much more... How much long... Oh, throw me a bone. We're done for. Oh, that's a very big hole. Holy moly, look at that one. We don't have any crates big enough to plug a hole that size. Oh. This is it, Builder. It was nice knowing you. Don't forget me, Builder. Can skeletons drown? Square Enix. So it looks like we're to the opening credits. Oh. Is that Hargon ordering the execution of builders? Dragon Quest Builders 2. Oh, a little buggy. Giant worm on the farm. It's a very round tower for something made out of square bricks. Trophy earned. Shipwreck Survivor. So we're going to wash up on shore somewhere. Yep. Okay. So we've been going for about an hour. Rex awakens on a sandy shore. It seems he is washed up on a desert island along with the wreckage of the skeleton's ship. He decides to take a look around to see what he can see. Well, we're going to go ahead and call it an episode right there. Looks like we can see a treasure chest, a bunch of wood, wreckage, seaweed. Next episode, we'll start exploring this beach. Thanks for joining me. Tune in next time.